Now, students, we will see its carbon which exists in free state. Okay, carbon which exists in free state, and the carbon which exists in free states are referred as its allotropes. Now, let us see what does this allotrope means and what does this allotropy means. Okay, first let us see what does allotropy means. You have to remember the definition of allotropy. Then you will remember the definition of allotrope, students. So, allotropy, it is the existence of an element in more than one form. Okay, when an element exists in more than one form, okay, that property is known by the name allotropy. So in one form, physical form, okay, having different physical property but having same chemical property. You don't have to write this word graded. You can say allotropy. It is a property. Allotropy is a property by virtue of which one element can exist in more than one form. One element can exist in more than one form, in which those, okay, form will have different physical property but they show same chemical properties. So you can repeat the video to make the definition. I'll say again, define allotropy. It is the property by virtue of which, okay, one element exists in more than one form, in which different forms will have different physical property but they will have same chemical property. Why? Because all of them are made up of carbon, and those different forms of the same element is known as allotropes. So what is allotrope then? Different forms of same element is called allotropes. I am repeating the definition, so do make the note of that. What is allotropes? So you will say these are the different forms of same element. Different forms of same element. Different forms of same element is called allotropes. And what is allotropy? It is the property by virtue of which one element exists in more than one form, in which different forms will have different physical property but same chemical property. Now I like to give you the day-to-day example for each students. Okay, suppose, let me take my own example. Okay, I am Vikas Raj Bhandari, right? So I am teaching you chemistry. So who am I right now? I am a teacher. Okay, next day I will go to Melaground to play football. So when I am playing football, who I am that time? I am a footballer. If I play cricket, I am a cricketer. If I sing a song, I become a singer. That means whether it's teacher, footballer, cricketer, or singer, those are the different forms of me. I'm considering myself as an element. I'm considering myself as an element. And footballer, teacher, cricketer, singer are my different forms. So when I play football, I'll wear the football jersey, right? When I play cricket, I'll wear cricket jersey. So that means my physical appearance looks different. My physical appearance looks different in those different forms. But inside, who is present? Because sir is present. So my nature is same. So the chemical property will be same. Hope so you all understood. I repeat again. So if I consider myself as an element, then the teacher, footballer, cricketer, singer are my different forms. And those different forms of mine are called allotropes. So who are the allotropes of Picasso? Teacher, footballer, cricketer, okay, singer is the allotropes. And the property which I am showing is called allotropy. And in those different forms, my physical appearance will be different. So physical property will be different. But inside, I am only present there. Inside the jersey, I am there. Yes. So my character will be same. So chemical property will be same. So I repeat for the last time, allotropy is the property by virtue of which one element shows more than one form, and in that different form, physical property will be different, but chemical property will be same. Now, what is allotropes? Different forms of same element is called allotropes. For example, different forms of Picasso, cricketer, footballer, singer, teacher is my different form. So those are my allotropes. And who am I? Carbon. Also, you all understood. So do remember, allotropes exhibit different physical property but same chemical property. I have explained you. So always remember, allotropes shows different physical appearance as they dress, but chemical property will be same. But like this, you cannot write in exam. Okay, this I am teaching you to make you understand, but you cannot write like that in exam, students. So allotrope is a result of difference in atomic arrangement in the crystal structure. So when the atoms are arranged differently in the crystal, okay, that gives rise to the what? Allotropes. So since the arrangement is different, so they will show different physical property. Since the arrangement is different, so they show different physical property. But within that, carbon is present, so the chemical property will be same. Though the arrangement will be different in allotropes, arrangement will be different in allotropes of atoms. Therefore, they have different physical property. But inside, all contains carbon, so chemical property will be same. Now we are going to see is the allotropes of carbon here, students. And this you can see in page number 102, and this you can make in your copy. Okay, you don't need to make the diagram like this, but you can make the flow chart. So what are the allotropes of carbon? So do remember, allotropes has two different forms of allotropes are there. One is called crystalline form, the other is called amorphous form. Okay, and amorphous form is also called microcrystal form. Do remember? So let us discuss this, and do make this in your copy in the blank page. Okay, you can make this flow chart. So there are two allotropes of carbon, students. One is called a crystalline form and amorphous form, in which in crystalline form diamond, graphite and fullerene comes. So I may ask you in exam, what are the crystalline form of carbon? What are the crystalline allotropes form of allotropes of carbon? So answer is diamond, graphite and fullerene. You have seen diamond, you have seen graphite, but fullerene is new to you. So let us learn a little bit more about fullerene out here, students. Fullerene is a hollow case form of carbon. It looks like a football. It looks like a football. Therefore, it is also known by the name buckyball. Buckyball, because its shape is just like a football. Buckyball, we say. Okay, so these are the three allotropes, the crystalline form of carbon, students, in which fullerene has a hollow case form of carbon having around 30 to 900 atoms of carbon in it, and its shape is like a football, so we call buckyball. And more precisely, instead of saying fullerene, we can see this name, Buckminster fullerene. And in this there are 60 atoms of carbon present, and it has a spherical form, means just like a football shape is also spherical. So this Buckminster fullerene shape is also spherical, so that's why we call buckyball. So do remember, whether you say fullerene or whether you say Buckminster fullerene, both are same, and they contains 60 carbon atom in Buckminster fullerene, and its shape is like a football. It has a spherical shape, that's what we call buckyball, students. Okay, and it can be obtained by condensing vaporized graphite. No need to go through this. So do remember from here this much, students, that allotropes of carbon are two. One is crystalline form, one is amorphous form. In crystalline form, diamond, graphite and fullerene comes. Remember it, and do make the flow chart of this. And fullerene is also known by the name buckyball, and it contains around 60 to 900 atoms of carbon, in which one of the example of fullerene is Buckminster fullerene, which contains 16 carbon atom. Its shape is like spherical, means just like football. No need to make this diagram, and no need to learn this below. Now we go to the amorphous form, students. So amorphous form of carbon is also known by the name microcrystalline form, and those are charcoal, lamp black, also known by the name soot, coal and coke. And this is not Coca-Cola, okay? This is an allotrope of carbon called coke, and all of their symbol is C. Symbol of charcoal is also C, lamp black or soot symbol is C, coal symbol is C, and your coke symbol is also C. So suppose I am Vikas sir. So this is your footballer, this is your cricketer, this is your singer, this is your teacher. So inside those I am present. So C means carbon. So crystalline form, I have said you out here just a while ago. There are three crystalline form of carbon, that is diamond, graphite, fullerene, and all of their symbol is again C. Okay, because all of them are allotropes of carbon, but different forms, like footballer, cricketer, singer. Okay, now we see the amorphous form once again. So the amorphous form of carbon are charcoal, lamp black or soot, coal and coke. And this coke symbol is C, it is not Coca-Cola. Remember that. And lamp black, another name is soot, remember it. And you can make this flowchart in your exercise copy, in the blank page side. Now again, this charcoal is of three types. One is called wood charcoal, obtained from wood. Other is called sugar charcoal, obtained from sugar. Other is called bone charcoal, obtained from bone. Okay, so now let's have a recapitulation once again, students. So allotropes of carbon there are two forms, crystalline and amorphous form, remember. And crystalline forms are diamond, graphite, and fullerene. All of their symbol is C, and this is the different form, crystalline form of carbon, symbol for C. And do remember fullerene, one of the example is Buckminster fullerene, which contains 16 carbon atom. Its shape is like football, so we call buckyball. And amorphous forms are 4, charcoal, lamp-black, soot, coal, and coke. All of this symbol is C. Lamp-black is also known by the name soot, and charcoal are of 3 types: wood charcoal, sugar charcoal, and bone charcoal. Now we'll discuss more in detail about these different forms in our next class. Okay, we are going to discuss more about this in our next class. What is diamond, graphite, fullerene? What is this charcoal, lamp-black, coal, coke, wood charcoal, sugar charcoal, bone charcoal? We're going to discuss about individual different forms in our next class, students. So thank you very much. You can repeat the video if you want to understand one more time. Thank you.